At the first stage, when you submit your CV, it is the applicant tracking system that has to screen the CV, and for the ATS to do that, it has to check your CV for keywords. Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time hitting this video, thank you so much. If you are a returning subscriber, a returning viewer, thank you so much. My name is Ella and I'm a Nigerian living in the UK. And on this channel, I share my experience and my journey so far living in the UK. I got my first job here just under a month. It was a great job, good pay, good bonus, and it was with one of the biggest telecommunications company in the United Kingdom. So I'm going to be walking you through how you can also achieve the same result. The first step on how you can quickly land a job in the UK is to review your CV. Yes, I know you may have been working from your home country where you're coming from, but you need to review that CV to suit the job market. The first thing for reviewing your CV is to rewrite that CV into a one page. That is my personal preference, and to be very frank, for most of the jobs you will get initially when you just come into the UK, a one-page CV is better for you and puts you at a better position. Yes, I know some of you may have 20 years experience, 10 years experience, even 5 years experience that is on a two-page CV. You need to rewrite that CV into a one-page CV as that makes it more presentable and easy to read. Now, in rewriting your CV, you need to take into consideration the kind of jobs you want to be applying for. There are so many jobs you could potentially apply for as an immigrant in the UK. So you need to take into consideration, what kind of job do I want to apply for? Sometimes it may even be that the job you were doing in your home country is not the kind of job you want to apply for here. So that is why you actually do need to rewrite that CV. Now imagine in your home country you were a software engineer, and then you're here and then you want to work in sales. You can't use the same CV. Nobody's even going to get through. Nobody's going to get back to you. So that's why it's very, very important that you rewrite your CV. So in rewriting your CV, you need to think about keywords. The job description, there are keywords in that job description that should be on your CV. Keywords for every job description. And what is funny is that you can see a job, the role is customer service, but they can have different job description, and that's why some of us don't get through the first stage, because your CV may be that you created it in mind last week for one customer service job, and now there's another customer service job. It's still customer service, but the JD is a little bit different, and you use that same CV. Nobody's going to get through to you. The reason is because at the first stage, when you submit your CV, it is the applicant tracking system that has to screen the CV, and for the ATS to do that, it has to check your CV for keywords. If you do not have keywords that are on the job description, it just automatically throws you out. So it's very, very important that your CV, as you are rewriting it, it carries certain keywords that are on the job description. With that in mind, one easy thing to do is to have an easily formatable CV template. This easily formatable CV template will be such that you can easily edit and adjust and make changes to suit the JD of the different kind of jobs that you may be applying for. Apart from keywords matching JD, another thing to think about when rewriting your CV to suit the UK job market is the grammar, how you word like your experience. Yes, you may have great experience in something, but if you don't word it in a way to show the tasks you did, the action you took, and the results you got, it's all just going to be, it's not going to sound right. So it's really important, as you rewrite your CV, think about the tasks that you did at the previous job, maybe the problem that you solved, and then very important, the result that you achieved. If for instance you just say, I help to attend to customers, what's the result? What does that even mean? So you need to think about the result that you achieved on those CVs. That's for rewriting your CV. It's also important that you have somebody else just sort of review the CV to check, because the thing is that you are the one doing it. Your eyes may not catch a lot of things, so you can have a friend or a family member just go through and give you feedback before you start applying. Second step that can help you quickly land a role as an immigrant in the UK is to register on job platforms and also create a profile on those platforms. My top job platforms for getting jobs in the UK quickly, my number one is Indeed, monster.co.uk, CV Library, Total Job, and then there's also LinkedIn Jobs where you can also get jobs from. So by the profile, when you register, some people register on those job platforms and they don't have a profile, but while you're trying to register, they will ask you questions about where you live, your experiences, you upload your CV, you upload the kind of jobs you are looking for. So those things are very important. So as you are creating like a profile on those job platforms, you could even write like a short about you bio, so that recruiters can see it. And then when you put your CV, particularly for Indeed, which is what I use most times, there's an option for you to allow that CV to be visible to recruiters, and then people can then reach out to you and say, oh, we saw your CV, we have this role and all. So it's very important that you register on those job platforms. The third step here is now actually applying for jobs. Yes, now you have reviewed your CV, you have rewritten the CV, you have put the keywords, you've created profile on Indeed, on monster.co.uk, on CV Library, on LinkedIn. You've created like a nice job profile. Now you have to actually apply for jobs. Now, in applying for jobs, they will ask you certain questions. There are some of the jobs they will ask you very serious questions like, oh, why do you want to work with us? What makes you think you're a good fit? Tell me about a time you solved the problem, XYZ. But some of the jobs, they will just ask you easy questions like where you live, your salary expectation, are you authorized to work in the UK? Do you have like a work visa to work in the UK? What kind of visa are you on? Now, regardless of what category of question you get, it's very, very important that you pay attention and answer correctly. Somebody now, for instance, can be answering one of those questions and think, oh, they're just easy questions about what kind of visa I have and where I live and all. And then you make a mistake and they ask you, are you authorized to work in the UK? And for whatever reason you click no. You will not get that job back, and you may not even remember that's what you click. And then also with those questions, some of the questions may be a little bit tricky. So if you don't understand, you can literally Google it, or you could ask somebody, because in as much as it's just the first stage, which is literally applying, it matters a lot. That's what people don't understand. They think, oh, I'm just applying for the job. No, you need to be very, very intentional about answering those questions correctly. Whether they are serious questions like, oh, tell us about yourself and why you want to work with us, or what makes you think that you're a good fit for this company, or there are simple questions like, what kind of visa are you on? What is your location? Can we contact you by email or phone? Regardless of the kind of questions that are there, you need to be very intentional and answer correctly, because as I said, that is the very, very first stage. And at that stage, recruiters are looking for people that have like fit those questions. You need to fit their own search criteria. So if you don't answer those questions well, even if it's just one you miss, that's it. Nobody's going to give you a call back for that stage. So please take note of that. But yeah, my friends, that is it. If you follow these steps as I have outlined, you are sure to quickly land a good job in the UK as an immigrant. In my next video, I will share the part B of this video. It will cover key stages in the interview, what to expect, and how you can pass this interview to quickly land a role in the UK. Thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope you have learned a few things. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with as many people as you can, so that they can learn a lot, and then so that they can easily break into the job market. Until next time, bye bye.